Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I am now being able to do a video on new perfume releases. Normally I do these at least once a month, but because of the lockdown here in the UK, I haven't obviously been able to go out and try all these different ones at the different shops, and they are still shut. All the kind of shops that sell perfumes are still not allowed to open. It's just like grocery stores and essential shops that have started to open now. But over the past couple of weeks I have been ordering perfumes, and I do now have enough to make a video about brand new release perfumes. So if you're new here guys, then welcome. I have hundreds of perfume videos, so do check them all out, and I'm posting very regularly. If you're a regular and you haven't subscribed yet, then do hit that subscribe button and show your support. I would love to have you here. So the first one, and it's literally just arrived, is the brand new Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Love in Love. So every year the classic light blue fragrance gets a limited edition, and this year's is called Love in Love. It has this really cute like red heart on it, and how cute is that little sticker there as well. Sorry, excuse my lockdown nails, they're so outgrown. And then here it is, the bottle as well. So it looks like the normal light blue bottle, but I wonder if the water's a bit more blue, I'm not sure, but it says Love in Love on it. So light blue, as you're probably aware, is a bestseller that's been around for a very long time. It is very light, like it says it is, and this is an eau de toilette like the original. And that original is a citrusy apple. Essentially what Love in Love is, in my opinion, is a improved version of the original and a more modern interpretation of the original. So it's not massively different, and what they've added here is some berries and raspberry, but it doesn't smell very sweet like a lot of berry raspberry perfumes do. The lemon and the apple are still very much there. I'm wearing this today, and when I first sprayed it I really still got that green apple note. But what happens is in that dry down you start noticing these reddy, raspberry warm notes to it, whereas the original is just super clean and it's just like this lemony apple. This just has that little bit of fruitiness to it, which I personally think makes this a bit more modern. Raspberry is used in so many perfumes at the moment, so it feels like a very current smell. It isn't a particularly amazing perfume for lasting at all. You're going to want to use quite a lot of sprays, just like all the light blue eau de toilettes. But it is the kind of thing that you would wear on a very hot day, humid weather. I'm thinking of doing a video all about perfumes for humid weather actually. And I'm going to do a video all about Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue, all the different ones. But this is very much made for summer, so don't get this expecting something heavy and strong. You would wear this when you just want something light, uplifting, refreshing. Perhaps you're in your job is very like physical, you're running around all day, so this is the kind of thing that would just give you that little bit of a fresh oomph, but it's not heavy perfume at all. But really nice, and I do prefer this to the original. So next, on a similar vein, we have the 2020 release from Escada called Flor del Sol. That every year they do a limited edition that comes in these same bottle shapes, but each year it's different and has a different name. This I was wearing yesterday. It is a typical Escada perfume in that it's a fruity sweet smell. It has a lot of grenadine in, which is the ingredient that you put in a cocktail. It's like a syrup that gives it that sweetness. But what this also has is a lot of dahlia flower in. So I find this quite floral. I was expecting it to be very fruity. It has orange in, but to be honest, I get more dahlia than I get orange. To me, it's like a dahlia grenadine. So if you do like your floral fruities, you want a fruity summer fragrance, but you still want to have that warm, comforting, floral feel, then I would recommend this. It's very affordable as well. Again, it's an eau de toilette, so you're not gonna, you're gonna want to be reapplying it, and these cool little 30ml bottles would just fit quite well in the handbag, I think. But it's not as fruity as some of the other ones, and I have done a video on this whole range, like going all the way back many years. Most of them's not available anymore. But yeah, I was pleasantly surprised about how floral it was. I also found that it did linger on me. This dahlia smell, like a warm smell, really lingered around, like a deep orange smell. For quite a few hours, maybe like 4 hours, I was still getting that. So It did cling around and it did last quite nicely, so I think good value for money considering it's just an eau de toilette. I also love the packaging. It's a Mexican theme, so you've got like cactus and they have the Day of the Dead in Mexico, so you've got that skull and the sort of Mexican guitar, and I think the packaging's really fun and uplifting. And I don't remember how much this was, I think it's about £20 or something, and I think, you know, that would be a cute gift for someone, perhaps like a teenager, or if you just want a little tokened gift for someone for their birthday. I think that looks quite good and fun. So next, of course, we have the new one from Jean Paul Gaultier, so Scandal, from their Scandal range. This one's called So Scandal. If you do watch my videos, you'll know that I just did a video on this, comparing it to the others in the range. So sorry if I'm repeating myself here, but if you haven't seen that video, then basically this is the fourth in the range from Jean Paul Gaultier Scandal. This is a tuberose and raspberry and milk perfume. I found this really raspberry milky. I think I said like walking into a macaroon shop, like really strong, and the tuberose is super strong here as well. So this is an eau de parfum. It's much stronger than the others we've talked about, and that tuberose really lingers around and stays for ages. So if you like tuberose, you like sweet smells, like milky sweet smells, then I think you'll like this. My personal favourite from the range remains the Scandal by Night, which has a lot of tonka bean in and fruity like cherries in, which is more my personal taste. But I do think this is a very good perfume because of how it lasted, and it has a very like wow factor to it. You know, if someone walked by wearing this, you'd sort of turn your head, you'd really notice it, like so many of the Jean Paul Gaultier perfumes. So if you want that heavy sweet tuberose, you know, good for going out at night, quite a sexy smell, then I do think this is good. I don't think this seems to be not available in the US yet, but as soon as it is, I will leave the links down below. And as always, guys, I'll leave the links down below for all these perfumes from the US and the UK, and for European countries as well. So another perfume that I bought a few weeks back now, actually, but it's the newest release from Replica Maison Margiela. So I did a whole video on this range, so I'll leave it linked down below. Basically, the idea is that the smells are replicas of real life situations. So they have one that's like going into a flower shop, one like walking in the park, etc, etc. And this is bubble bath, and I have to say I'm so impressed. It really does smell like bubble bath. I don't actually have a bath here anymore. I took it out to my bathroom, but it really reminds me of being a child when you have a bath a lot, right? And all the smell of the bubbles around you, that's exactly what it took me back to. So I think this is a very comforting scent. In fact, it says in the description, comforting clean accords. It's unisex. It can be worn by men and women, and I think if you're looking for something very comforting, subtle, nice, very kind, nice fragrance, then this is that. And it has that sort of comforting at home. You know, you can imagine you get home from work, get changed into something comfy, spray this, and you just feel all cuddly and cozy and nice. And I love the blueness of the bottle as well. You guys will also have seen that I did a video on the new Kayali perfume from Hooda Beauty, made by the founder of Hooda Beauty's sister. This is called Deja Vu White Flower, and it's very, very heavy floral. Again, this is very strong eau de parfum, really gonna linger around. It has very Oriental Arabic vibes to it. You know, you can tell this really strikes back to her Dubai heritage, Middle Eastern, and you can tell by the design of the bottle and everything. It's a heavy jasmine, heavy patchouli, heavy vanilla, really heavy, you guys. So if you want something that really lasts, you like those Arabic vanillas, that heavy patchouli, jasmine, then this is definitely for you. And I really found this lasted incredibly well and stuck around for a long time. And again, I'll leave my video down below where I go through all the perfumes in the Kayali range. The Electric Rhubarb perfume from Floral Street. I just did a video all about these and a video on rhubarb perfumes. So this is a very fresh, green, simple smell, great for spring, summer. And Floral Street, if you didn't see that video, is a British brand, but it's available all around the world, and it's a bit of a niche brand, I'd say, but it's vegan, cruelty-free, really great credentials in terms of like recycling and the environment. So I think really gaining in popularity. And this one, Electric Rhubarb, is just a very fresh green rhubarb, very much like walking through outside on the lawn, you know, freshly mown grass, rhubarb, just very, very fresh feeling perfume. So something a bit different that not everyone will have, and it comes in this cute little 10ml as well, really good for your handbag. And then lastly, I have these little sample set that was kindly sent to me by Almond Jane. If you're not familiar with them, I first came across them in Harrods, where they had a big display with all these orange bottles in, which I thought looked really lovely. And I think they're available on the Harrods US site as well. I'll leave links. Essentially, these are a bit of a niche perfume brand that make very classy and quite pricey perfumes. So I'm going to take you through these 4 new ones, and I think these are unisex as well. So this first one, Levant, is a really interesting Satsuma orange smell with some Lily of the Valley and a bit of a woody undertone as well, which definitely makes this unisex. It's kind of like a floral orange. It has orange blossom in, it sticks around, but it's very clean, fresh, kind of like a clean orange, clean Satsuma, definitely made for the summer. And I think for a man, if you like those citrusy notes, then this would be good for you because of that woody base. We then have Byzance, which is really interesting one. Byzance, very violety, bit powdery, has suediness in it. I'd say this is definitely more towards the male side of unisex. And then Damask is an incredibly powdery rose. Really powdery, very clean, powdery. Yeah, it literally just smells like powderiness. And finally we have Xian. It's Xi then IN, don't know if you can see that. This has nutmeg and pepper in, and again musky, woody, so again I'd say more towards the male side, but something a bit different there, a bit niche. Some people often put in the comments, you know, why do you never do niche? So there you go, I've done niche there. And yeah, these smell very classy. They very much smell like a Harrods brand, so I'm not surprised that they stock them. So yeah, and some new interesting ones there. So guys, that's it. Let me know if you've managed to try any of these yet. I have to say, really impressed with So Scandal, Bubble Bath, I really love wearing, and the Dolce & Gabbana Love is Love is just going to be perfect for hot weather. So that's it guys. So thank you so much for watching as always, and I'll see you in the next video.